Welcome, everyone, to episode 33 of Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. This week, we have week 12 of the NFL and week 13 of college football. College football is sadly coming to a quick end. 2 more weeks of regular season, and then we have that one weird week where it's Army-Navy, and then we have bowl games, or not bowl games, but conference championships.
Yeah, bowl games.
Yeah.
We don't even know about those anymore, Casey.
It's funny, the playoffs, they still name after the first round, they're all the bowl games.
It's not the same.
It's not.
Also, that Army-Navy game the way it's currently done, needs to die.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
There's
weird.
one, it's not that entertaining, too. Like, it legitimately, really screws with the whole AAC standings.
Yeah, it does.
Like, when you have two teams that are legitimately competing in those standings, does it count as – and it doesn't count as a conference game, right?
I don't think so. Maybe.
And they don't ever play each other in conference, even though they're in the same conference.
Maybe it does count as a conference game then, because
I feel like it would have to.
Because it'd be weird if it doesn't, especially if they don't play each other during the conference during the regular season. So
I think the conference championship game is the week before it, isn't it?
Oh, that's a good. Is it, or is it the week after? I don't. Why am I blanking on that? You're. I think you have a good point either way, Dalton. But I think. I don't know. No, I don't know what's going on.
No, the Army-Navy game does not count as a conference game, even though both Army and Navy are part of the conference.
So funny, too.
College football is stupid.
That's so dumb.
College football does some silly stuff, but that's up there.
Yeah. Hey, but we love it. So, how did everyone's week go? Luckily I didn't get blanked. I'm glad for that. College football wasn't too bad, but NFL was.
Yeah, I was 1-2 on both of mine. Like as far as my 3 actual picks I made, so
yeah,
it was bad, but not tragic like it tends to be. So there's that.
Yeah. My NHL parlay. Yeah, my NHL parlay died in the third period of the last leg I needed because the Utah Mammoth, who I just learned their name the other day.
Is that their name?
Yeah,
I didn't know which one.
I don't understand why it's not Mammoths.
Yeah, 4 goals in the third period to screw my parlay.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
And then my NFL parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Last leg I need, Raiders Cowboys over 50.5 on Monday Night Football. The Cowboys, on 2 occasions at the end of the game, had the ball on 4th down inside the Raiders' 10-yard line. Inside the 5, I think, actually. And they didn't score. They went for it on 4th down, and CD, I swear, purposely dropped that walk-in touchdown.
He knew it was all.
And then after they had the ball back with over 2 minutes left on the Raiders' 5, and they just knelt 4 times in a row.
It's kind of It's terrible for the bet, but it is kind of funny that both teams just were like, "Okay, we're done."
Yeah.
And
they just
played
gave
enough
up.
football today.
And then
that's a crazy way to lose.
Yeah, my college parlay wasn't super close because 2 of the legs lost, but I mean, one got killed on a 4th quarter field goal, and the other one, I mean, it really died on Friday night because Louisville can't kick.
Yeah,
at all. I had Louisville minus 2.5. Should have been an easy cover if they just made some of their kicks.
But, yeah, that was a rough.
That's Louisville football for you, though. You're either going to get world beaters or can't even hold their.
Because Clemson did everything they could to give that game away.
Yeah.
That was an awful game.
But it was both sides. Special teams on both sides were terrible. But yeah. Let's go ahead and let's forget about last weekend. Let's get into this week.
Oh yeah.
Jake, I know you have some F1 for us, so let's go ahead and kick us off here. I don't know what the It's not like a tip off. I don't know what you would call a race.
Flag off.
Start our engines, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a green flag or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll work. But yeah, we're in. Yeah. I'll come back with something better next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Las Vegas this week. There's only 3 races left, so season's pretty much winding down. I'm going with Max Verstappen to win at plus 175. He's the favorite by a decent margin. He's probably been the best driver in the field for the last half of the season. And he's still mathematically alive for the championship. So I think he pretty much has to win this race to still have a chance.
Yeah.
But he's just driving the best right now. So at those odds, I think it's pretty decent. And then I have 2 bets for a podium finish. One, I went with Oscar Piastri at minus 140. He's pretty much choked the Drivers' Championship away, but to have any chance going in the last 2 races, he kind of needs to finish on the podium here. He's still been around the top 5 or 6 the last few races, but Lando Norris is just first or second, so it's shaving away at his points. But I think, with how fast the McLaren is, and he's got to be motivated coming into this week. This is kind of his last chance to get back. So at minus 140, it's not too bad of odds for the fastest car on the track. And then I also have Charles Leclerc at plus 350. And the Ferraris kind of sucks, but these odds are just kind of too good for me to pass up. He's
Rare
always
you hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the car doesn't suck. They just have like the worst strategy every week of like every team. Like they're like the Raiders of game planning.
Shit.
Gotcha.
Damn.
But Leclerc is a great driver. He usually is able to drag the car to the top 5 anyway. And he's got 2 podiums in the last 3 weeks. So at plus 350, I feel like it's just too good to pass up there.
Nice.
Those can't be parlayed because for some reason it never lets me parlay like an outright winner and then 2 podium finishes. But those are all my bets for F1.
Nice. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and tip off here with our basketball picks. There we go. I got one. Dalton, why don't you go ahead, give us your basketball picks for tomorrow, or if you have any tonight.
So mine's all for tomorrow. I'm just taking in 3 games tomorrow. I'm just taking all the overs. So I've got Clippers Magic over 220.5. I've got Sixers Bucks over 229.5, and Hawks Spurs over 229.5 at plus 581. I think those all feel kind of low. These are all teams that should easily cruise into the hundreds. Some good matchups, honestly. Should see a lot of scoring. Should be a fun night tomorrow night of NBA.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I just took the favorites in all 3 games.
Nice.
I went the Grizzlies minus 2 because I might just start a series where I bet against the Kings every time because it seems to be a foolproof method right now.
Feels like a good TikTok thing to do.
Yeah. I know the Grizzlies are kind of a funny team, but the Kings are funnier.
You're telling me.
Yeah. Coffee and Baby versus Coffee and Baby.
Oh boy.
But, and then I'm going with the Sixers minus 1.5. I just think they're better than the Bucks. I love Tyrese Maxey for my fantasy team, and I took the Spurs minus 1.5 over the Hawks because Spurs at home are just better than Atlanta.
Yeah, Sixers getting Paul George back. Woohoo!
Oh yeah,
freaking do. God. So
is he still doing his podcast or something?
Didn't he take a hiatus or something?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I hope so.
To focus on basketball.
It's like I got to focus on playing basketball. It's like, well, about that.
I love how the 2 highest paid players in the team do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they don't play. They don't do good when they do play. They're not good. It's bad.
I mean, one does good, but only plays about 18 minutes every other game.
Yeah. What are you gonna?
It's a good 18 minutes,
I guess, but whatever.
At this point, though, I feel like that's the perfect way to go.
I guess, but like I
You
don't
got to have
know.
him ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, and I mean,
It
if
is
he
kind
can
of
play,
hilarious though.
yeah, if he can play almost every game at 25, 30 minutes a game for the playoffs, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give him that. But for me, I got all 4 games parlay together too. So I have the Magic -5 at home. Just better team than the Clippers. I do think that they'll be able to take care of business at home. Sixers -1.5. Sands, Giannis. I don't know about the Bucks, man. I don't know if they can beat most confident teams. Hawks +1.5. I actually just the Spurs without Wemby feel weird to me. I'm sure they're good enough to still maybe win this one at home, but I'll take the chance the Hawks can take advantage of Wemby being out. And then I actually have Grizzlies -2 as well, Jake. Like they're not good, but they're not the Kings.
No, they're not.
So like, I don't know. Like I also like they are getting a little bit healthier. I know Morant's still out, but like I don't even know if he wants to play for this team at this point, to be fair, which is a whole other conversation for not this show, frankly. But yeah, like they're not the Kings, so I'll take them at home.
Yeah,
and all that together is a +1206.
Nice.
You're muted, Casey. We cannot hear you.
Sorry.
There he goes.
My bad. All right. Sorry about that. All right. That was basketball. Let's go ahead. I know some of us have some hockey bets. I did cool it on basketball. I was just every week I was missing it by one leg, so I just had to take a break.
Smart.
But tomorrow for hockey, I took 3 guys to score. I took Brad Marchand to score. I took Draisaitl to score and Connor Bedard to score. All 3 of those at +1,394.
Nice.
All right, so for my parlay, I'm doing the same thing I did last week. I'm gonna give us a 3-week run because if I hit 1 out of 3 weeks, this system will profit. But if I don't, then we'll abandon it. So we'll see. Week 2, I'm taking just +1.5 on 3 games and parlaying them together. So I got Devils, Panthers, Devils +1.5. I got Oilers +1.5 against the Lightning, and Sharks +1.5 against the Kings. So as long as all 3 of those teams stay within a goal, that pays out at +265.
Nice.
Pretty good. Is this like is this your attempt to do the NBA playoff system with the NHL regular season?
Kind of. I mean, this is just something that I think parlaying these 3 games together at like +200 something odds. Theoretically, it's very hittable because the average is that every team scores about 3 goals a game. So +1.5 should hit on a pretty regular basis. But I need at least 1 every 3 weeks for it to be profitable.
Gotcha.
Wow.
If 1 every 3 weeks hits, I profit about a little over half a unit every week.
Create a little machine, churns it out for you.
Yeah.
And then maybe you get on a 3-week streak and you're rolling in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's paying for itself.
Yeah, house money at that point.
That's the dream.
Jake, what do you got?
Yeah, I just have a little 3-leg parlay. I went with the I just lost it. I went with the Canadians at -1.5 over Washington at +194 odds. All of the bets I made here are kind of just for the odds. But Montreal's been good this year. So is Washington. I mean, it's going to be a battle between. Actually, no, I got confused. I just looked at the standings. Washington is not doing good this year. I was thinking of a different team, but the Canadians have been good. They've been especially good at home, and for them to win by 2 goals at +194, I just think it's too good a value to pass up. And then the other 2 teams are just teams with young stars that have really been going crazy this year. I'm going the Blackhawks -1.5 at +225 against Seattle, which I don't really understand because Seattle's not a good team this year, and Connor Bedard is scoring crazy goals every night. Chicago actually looks like they could be a playoff contender. So if you're going to give me +225 for them to win by 2 goals at home against a bad team, I'm going to take that. And then the last one I went with was the Sharks money line at plus 140 against Los Angeles. I think these teams are pretty even, but the Sharks have been on a roll recently, and Macklin Celebrini is really good for being 19 still. So they just won last night against Utah. Pretty much the same odds at home. I'm going to roll with them again against Los Angeles. And so those three come out to plus 2,193 on the odds.
All right.
Nice. I like that.
Well,
All right. So let's go ahead and get into football while we're all here, or why we're all here. And like I said, college football is winding down very quickly, but we still have some meaningful games. This is where some craziness is about to happen. The standings, the playoff picture is going to shake up a lot here. But let's just go ahead and kick it off here with our favorite bets. I'm taking Syracuse at Notre Dame over 50.5. I think Notre Dame still needs to have those style points, in my opinion, so they're going to have to put the points on Syracuse here. I think that Notre Dame can easily hit this mark by themselves in this game, but I would hope Syracuse can add a little bit to it, but I like it over 50.5.
all right.
That's our favorite play, right?
Yep.
All right. So for my favorite play this week, I'm taking USC plus 9.5 at Oregon at plus 108. I just think that Oregon has yet to prove that they are actually like a really good team.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I look at it. I mean, they lost by 10 to Indiana. That overtime win over Penn State looks worse every week.
Yep.
They played Iowa pretty tight. Almost lost that game. I mean, they just really haven't had an impressive marquee win yet, really, this year. And I think USC is at least good enough to hang around within single digits.
I almost picked this one, Dalton. I was very much on this one. I thought about it for another thing. I do have it as one of my bets, though, but not the line. So I'll talk about that one later. But I do like that game.
Nice. For my bets this week, the FBS has kind of just been kicking my ass, and I watch a lot of FCS football as an FCS.
Are we getting FCS bets, Jake?
I have all FCS bets.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
All right.
What's
your
favorite
one?
This is the last week before the playoffs. So
Heck yeah, dude!
I just went all out. I'm just not having fun betting on the FBS.
I probably should do that. Look at my freaking record in college football this year. Jesus Christ! Okay, what's your favorite one?
So my favorite bet this week is Yale plus 7.5 against Harvard.
The battle of the minds.
It's basically the Ivy League championship here, but both these teams are playoff contenders. Harvard is actually, I want to say, I think they're 8th seed right now in the FBS, but the Ivy League schools have a tougher time getting into the playoffs and playoff seeding because they just started playing in the FCS playoffs this year. This will be the first time they used to not participate. But their strength of schedule is much weaker than most FCS schools. So both these teams need this win. They're both ranked. They're both playoff contenders. I think they're similar enough that Yale can cover a 7.5 spread at home.
Yeah, before this year, they were technically the Ivy League. Wasn't the Ivy League technically FBS for a long time?
I think they were, but they were FCS before this year, I think. Because I remember in the last couple of years, like Harvard's actually been really good the last couple of years, but the Ivy League schools were ineligible to be in the FCS playoffs for some reason. This is like the first year they're allowed to.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I know like FBS has the thing where like you can't be a bowl game in your first year or whatever it is. So like maybe it's something along those lines, but I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, the Ivy League operates in a weird space because they even play out. They only play like a game or two outside of.
Yeah, they play like 2 less games. Like they only play like 10 or 11 games. And I think they don't really have like a non-conference schedule. Like they kind of just only play.
Yeah.
Right. So I can see why it's a little bit awkward, but
but Harvard's legit, especially last year when they still had Cooper Barkate.
Yeah.
Name to know.
Name to know. My favorite bet, not going the FCS route, although I respect Jake for it, because again, I'm getting my ass handed to me on a weekly basis. I got over 59.5 in the USC at Oregon game, so that's my bet in that game, Dalton. I think both offenses can have some pretty good success. I think that especially USC has obviously a lot of weapons on the outside, especially Mekhi Lemon. So I'm very interested to see if USC can kind of actually win this game, which I almost picked them as my upset pick, as my underdog. But I do think it's going to be a close game, and I think it's going to be because both offenses are able to put up a decent amount of points. So
yeah,
that's a -105.
Nice. I like that. All right. For our locks this week, I have to do this one for Coach Bump. It's not really a Coach Bump, but it kind of is. Virginia Tech plus 17.5 against Miami.
The incoming Coach Bump.
Yeah, the incoming Coach Bump. They already had interviews with him, what looked like in a Virginia Tech coaching office already. So I don't know what's going on. But, hey, it's the ACC. Virginia Tech's trying to play spoilers. They're feeling good. They're going to have a great coach next year. Virginia Tech plus 17.5 at -105.
Okay.
Don't hate it.
The less talked about incoming Coach Bump. It's very,
Yes.
very let's see if we can. Maybe it might be the new strat. Yeah,
I was going to say it's a new strategy.
Might need to be the new strat.
I'm testing my hypothesis right now.
There we go. We do science on the show, folks. Good.
All right. So for mine this week, I'm taking Northwestern -3.5 at home against Minnesota at -112. I think part of it is Minnesota's not very good. And also I just think that Northwestern actually is a decent team. Like I'm still holding out belief that they are pretty good, even though last time I bet on them, they really disappointed me against USC. But I think overall, I think they're a much better team than Minnesota, and I don't think they're going to have any problem covering 3.5.
Covered for me last week against Michigan, so I'll take it. The only thing I got right, so.
Vanderbilt of the North.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
My lock of the week is going to be in the Brawl of the Wild. I'm going Montana State -1.5 over Montana. This is a big FCS thing. Has been all the FCS fans were trying to get College Game Day to go to this game for so long, and they're pretty pissy that they went to or they're going to Oregon instead. But
as they should.
It's one of the this is one of the bigger probably the biggest rivalry in the FCS. But Montana State's just a better team. Montana hasn't really played. Honestly, the toughest team Montana played was Sac State, and Sac State's not especially good this year, and they still had to barely win one on the road there. I think, I just don't think they're on the same level. They really haven't played a tough FCS team yet. This will be by far their toughest test, and I think it's a team that's better than them. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to go with the favorite there, and it's only 1.5, so it's not like a lot of points they need to cover.
It's fair. Pretty much win 9 times out of 10 if you win a game.
Yeah,
it's going to be by that much.
Or they'll win by 1.
That'd be funny a little bit. No offense. 2021, nice little last second touchdown for the win.
Yeah.
My speaking of Vanderbilt of the North, Vanderbilt -9.5 at home against Kentucky. Vandy needs to keep winning and keep giving himself shots here to stay in the media's consciousness here a little bit, and I think Kentucky's not good. So that's kind of I don't know if I really need to explain myself much beyond that. I think that they can take care of business at home, get that 10+ point win, and keep adding to their resume.
Yeah, I like
it's a -110.
Yeah. I like it. All right, for our underdogs, nothing really was jumping out to me this week, but
either for a minute. But I got one. I was wondering if anyone else stole it, though. We'll see.
I'm taking North Carolina money line at home against Duke. Why not at this point?
When you said that.
Yeah.
We're betting on Bill Belichick in 2025. I'm saying.
Did you guys see him?
It did.
I was about to say,
It did work
Yeah.
for you, Tommy.
Did you guys see the
Hey.
picture of him at the cheer competition?
oh my gosh, dude.
man.
Jordan is
Funniest thing.
she's just going on a tear right now, dude.
Negative aura from Bill.
Yeah.
Forever,
I didn't know
bro.
they
But-
had cheer competitions for like 25-year-olds.
Dude, it's like, what is that? Like 40U football league?
40
Yeah, 40U.
The 40U version of cheer.
Yeah.
Wait, she entered a cheer
Yeah,
competition.
she's like
She's on like
some
a-
adult team.
It's like
Was it
some
like a
adult- I don't know if
co-ed,
it's
like adult cheerleading
Yeah.
thing or something?
Yeah.
But
Dude.
That's one of the dumbest things
Yeah.
I've ever heard of.
but anyways,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, like
Right.
it doesn't make sense. But North
Sorry,
Carolina, hey, Bill Belichick, if I probably wouldn't have took this at the beginning of the season, but he's turned it around a little bit. So I'm just gonna see what happens. Rivalry game, I guess. I don't know if the basketball rivalry really translates to the football field.
Probably not, but I don't know.
But yeah, North Carolina plus 194.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Next Giants coach, Bill Belichick.
yeah,
Oh God, can't wait for that to be a conversation.
yeah.
Allegedly, Gruden. People are pounding the table for Gruden because he loves Dart.
He
Apparently,
does love Dart, and I don't know about that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna
No.
explain myself further.
Dart is the perfect fit for his offense.
He is until his head
Until he
until he
dies.
dies, because that's
Yeah.
unfortunately what I think is gonna happen to Jackson Dart. So, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. I'm fine with Gruden. I'm happy with him coaching on a team that's not the Raiders.
There you go.
I'll watch
See,
in New York.
I want him back.
Oh no, guys.
Oh no.
It's
This is how
over.
bad.
Don't make Dalton think
I know.
This
this
is how
bad.
bad the Raiders
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's this bad that we're doing
Yeah.
this.
Let's not spiral. All right, what's your underdog in college football? Let's not spiral. We can't do this.
All right, my underdog. I'm leaving the Big Ten for this one and going over to the AAC.
I love it.
I'm taking Tulsa money line plus 310 at Army.
I looked
Um,
at this one.
Army does not deserve to be that heavily favored against anybody. When you lose to Tarleton State,
yeah,
you're
that's right.
forever not going to be allowed to be that heavily
That's right.
favored against any FBS team
Oh my
ever.
god, I forgot about that. Fair. Yeah. And the
Yeah,
old
can't
armed
argue with that.
forces, man. I don't know. Gosh.
Plus
So
310.
It is pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
All right. For my underdog this week, I'm going with Sacramento State money line at plus
There it is.
158. They're playing UC Davis. This is like the patented Northern California FCS rivalry. So can't miss game.
Of course.
And this is kind of a playoff game. I mean, Sac State's on the bubble. UC Davis is ranked 14th, but they've lost 2 of their last 3. So a loss to Sac State to a team that's not ranked right now would probably push them out of the playoffs. Even though the FCS playoff field is 24 teams, so it's
I was gonna say, isn't their
pretty
playoff
awesome.
field like bonkers big? Like,
Yeah, it's like the top 8 get a bye, and then 8 or 9 to 24 play, and then it goes to 16, and then 8, and so on.
See,
It's
that
a
that
lot.
sounds cool until
Yeah.
I thought about it. I'm like, I actually don't want that at all.
Yeah.
I
It's
actually
like
hate
a
that.
full month plus of playoffs. It takes a while.
That's coming soon towards the.
Oh yeah, 5 years
Coming soon to a region near you.
Yeah,
No, it'll be the whole top 25 just makes the playoffs.
yeah.
And that like the one gets the number one team is the only one who gets a bye. so then it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, the playoff will change soon enough. We're once we get the Super League.
The Super League.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's happening. Do you see the Big Ten like
The Big Ten needs
proposed-
to take a freaking chill pill
Yeah.
for 5 years. Let everyone
Yeah.
just settle down for like 5 years.
Well, no, do you see what their revenue sharing
Jesus
plan was?
Christ.
Basically, like Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State get like the biggest chunk of
course.
money, and then Oregon and USC get the next biggest chunk, and then everyone else gets the same. And so the AD of one program said, "Wait, we're the same as Rutgers?"
Yeah. Wait, you're telling me I'm on the same footing as Rutgers?
Imagine
So-
being Indiana right now.
Yeah.
Imagine being Indiana.
If those conversations are happening, that means that the top programs are going to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It'll just be the top like 4 of the Power 4 conferences.
Yeah.
It'll be your marquee Big Ten teams, about half the SEC, Clemson, and Miami, and that's probably it. It'll be like a 16-team Super League. Maybe they'll do a promotion relegation system.
You know what?
Dude,
at this point,
You know,
I'm here
if
for
they
it.
are gonna do that,
I'm okay. Yeah, if they're gonna go that direction,
Yeah.
maybe we need to.
If you're gonna go
institute
that
something
route,
like
you
that.
might as well just
Just do it.
Dangle
At
the
this point.
carrot for the rest of the country. You know, like, hey, if you eat your Wheaties and you work real hard, you can join the Super Conference.
you can be in
Yeah.
the same
Like-
conference as Ohio State.
It's okay.
But no school's gonna agree to go down just because their starting quarterback got
Yeah,
hurt.
it's like, you know, insert 4-star transfer from 2 schools
And then your
ago.
program
Yeah.
loses
Now you
millions
get to
of
play.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you get to
Yeah.
play Bowling Green and Ball State.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, my I think we're on. Are we?
Yeah, you're underdog. You're
Yeah.
underdog.
Yeah.
All right.
We're almost done with college football, guys. We're
Gotcha.
almost there.
All right. I got Arkansas money line at
Ooh.
Texas. Arkansas plays everyone seemingly close, and it doesn't matter who it is. And I'm like, you know what? Texas isn't good. I refuse to believe that they're good. I know that they got it back on track for a minute there, and then Georgia like basically reminded them that they're ass. And now I just think they might be done. So I think Arkansas they have a fighting chance here, and plus 280 in a conference game. I'm okay with that. I'll take that.
I like it. I like it simply because it's so on brand. Because this is the game that they win, and Bobby P gets the gig full time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He needs to be hired as the full-time coach, and then you just have to make sure you put cameras in like all the different places in the school, so you know what he's up to all the time, and he'll be fine. You just keep him out of trouble. He'll coach you. He'll be fine.
Oh man! At this point, at least the one benefit is he's probably too old to keep running around on his wife.
Don't put it
That's
past him.
Dude, they'll get him a team-issued golf cart. He'll be
Yeah,
fine.
where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. There's
So,
ways around
That's all I'm
that.
going to say. That's all I'm going to say there.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into NFL Week 12 here.
What about our parlays?
Oh, yep.
Casey?
Sorry,
Our
parlays.
I know.
Parlays,
I know.
parlays.
Casey's
I'm
going to
sorry.
say I got my 3 picks, and he doesn't care about
Yeah,
our parlays.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I always forget. I just had my 3 picks this week. I have Virginia Tech plus 17.5, North Carolina money line, and over 50.5 in Syracuse at Notre Dame. All 3 of those together is at plus 973.
Nice.
I like it. So I took 3 underdogs to cover the spread this week. I got Nebraska plus 9.5 at Penn State, just because I don't think Penn State is in a position to beat any real FBS team by double digits. Michigan State does not count.
They certainly don't. Ever since they benched my boy, get him out of here.
That's wild.
It's insane. Like, I know what the problem is with the offense. The quarterback for sure is shut up, dude. Get out of here. Anyway, sorry. Tom.
And then I got Florida plus 4 against Tennessee at home. I think they might win that game outright because the SEC is just so weird.
They are.
And then I've got Western Kentucky plus 21.5 at LSU because I just don't trust LSU to beat anybody by 20.
There
they're
was a
so
couple
terrible.
I almost did like that.
I almost went that.
Do
for
we
my
know
underdog.
who's playing quarterback in that game for LSU?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Doesn't matter. I don't know.
Nussmeier's. I mean,
He's
anything
pretty
other than
cooked.
Nussmeier would be an upgrade,
He's
I would
pretty
imagine.
cooked,
At this
unfortunately.
point, yeah.
Yeah, he's awful.
He sold the bag for sure, unfortunately.
Like, he is, I mean, at the point of, like, undraftable, honestly.
We'll find out. Someone will take a chance on him. We know the NFL well enough for that.
Yeah. But I got those 3 games parlayed together at plus 614.
All right.
Nice. I have the 3 picks I mentioned: Sac State money line, Yale plus 7.5, and Montana State minus 1.5. And then I also went with Idaho minus 3.5 in the Idaho Bowl. They're more than 3 points better than Idaho State.
Idaho Bowl.
Yeah. Well, I guess they call it Potato Bowl or something. I don't know.
It feels unfair to not have
Something
Boise
for
State
all.
in that game.
Yeah, maybe they should just have to go and like watch the game.
Yeah.
Like, they're not playing, but they're just in the
That
stands.
sounds like a punishment.
Yeah.
Like, you guys got to watch the Potato Bowl.
You get to watch 4 and 7 Idaho hosts 2-9 Idaho State.
Oh man,
They're
Idaho's
forced to
bad
have a
at
bye
FCS.
week every year.
What a
They have
treasure.
Just to
it.
watch the Potato Bowl.
They should let
They
them
can
bet.
see their families. They have to go watch the Potato Bowl.
Let them bet on it at least.
Yeah, we'll have him on the show the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah, be like, all
Every
right,
year.
what's the Boise State's the team line
What's-
for this game?
yeah.
What do you think?
What do we like in the Idaho Bowl?
All right.
I went with St. Thomas plus 32.5 against North Dakota State. North Dakota State is probably like a top 40 FBS team, but they don't really run up the score. They kind of just run the clock out. And St.
Respectful.
Thomas can actually score some points. So, yeah, they're respectful. They're probably
I'm gonna beat
honestly
your
the
ass,
best-
but I'm gonna leave you alone after like 3
Yeah.
quarters. You're good.
Yeah.
They're probably
Also-
the best FCS team ever this year.
Yeah.
North Dakota State, I just watched a lot of their tape. Their offense is weird. Like, they don't
Yeah,
actually
it's
run a
just
real
weird.
offense.
Do they
It's
ever?
just the Chiefs.
No.
They just kind of. They're like, we're
Yeah.
better than you. That sucks.
Yeah, they
Sucks
run
for you.
around. Cole Payton runs around forever and then just finds somebody open.
Yeah.
And usually it's Bryce Lance.
Gonna be the better Lance
Yeah.
brother in the NFL somehow, which is great.
Maybe.
I mean,
The bars.
if he
the
makes
bars-
it
I was
and
gonna
catches passes,
not a
is he
hard-
not better than him technically? Like
Yeah.
if he plays games, is that not like you know what I mean?
Facts.
So
I'm
yeah,
going to get like 3 touchdown receptions.
there you go.
That's
Boom.
it.
Nah,
Yeah.
Trey Lance will be starting for the Vikings in the next couple of years.
Oh yeah, that's the next
He'll be a
next
Pro Bowl
project.
quarterback.
Trey Lance is the one where I'm like, if someone finds a way to make him the next quarterback who ends up being good, who is bad, like I want that for him. Like I'd be really happy.
Yeah.
because like he kind of got hoed a little bit. No offense, Casey. Like
But
that situation sucked for.
No, he
everyone,
definitely-
kind of.
it did, but it was also like if there was going to be a coach that could get him,
That's the point. Like you
I
can make that
don't
argument
know.
easily,
Yeah.
but he
He's
was also
terrible
raw as
fit.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's why I think he's
Mac
perfect
Jones.
for O'Connell. Because
I mean,
O'Connell's system,
Trey Lance has started 5
Yeah.
games. So,
There you go. Tough.
yeah.
But
that is-
it's whatever.
What's your parlay at, Jake? Because I think we cut you off at that point.
Sorry.
I had one more bet, which was
Oh.
South Dakota State money line at plus 255, so that really juices it up.
Nice.
They've had a little bit of a down year, but if you're ever going to give me those odds, I'll take them because North Dakota's not that good. So it's those 6 legs come out to plus 11,713.
Damn.
So
Healthy.
a $5 wager wins $585.
Nice.
Nice. I got my 3 picks from before. So Vanderbilt minus 9.5, over 59.5 in the USC and Oregon game, and the money line for Arkansas at Texas. And then I have Illinois minus 7.5 at Wisconsin because Wisconsin can't fool me. They're bad. That's really all I have to say about that. And BYU minus 2.5 at Cincinnati. I'm going to keep betting on BYU, and it will probably not work, but I'm going to do it anyway. So that's really my explanation on that one. All those together is at plus 4,975.
Nice. I like that.
All right.
All right. Now we move on to the NFL. Week 12, I believe. Yeah, week 12 of the NFL here. We're going to kick off with our favorite bets. I'm sticking here in Cincinnati. New England Patriots at Cincinnati Bengals, over 50.5, minus 105. I don't care if it's Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow, Joe Exotic at quarterback.
Nice
Like-
pull. Nice
Like-
pull.
It doesn't matter.
Respect.
Like they're gonna score Cincinnati's gonna score their points, but their defense is gonna give up 4 or 5 times as many points. So over 50.5 in this game.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do. It's a good one.
All right, for my favorite bet this week, I'm taking Cowboys plus 3 against the Eagles at plus 100. I think, while Monday night was more about the Raiders being terrible than anything else, the Cowboys, though, also, legitimately did look pretty solid. Part of it is, their defense is finally healthy again,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that is going to give them enough to hang around with the Eagles, if not win this game outright, because their offense is awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
they have the 2 best they have the best receiver duo in the league right now in Lamb and Pickens, and the Eagles can't really cover. So I do think that, the corners for the Eagles aren't great anyways. They find a way to make it work because they are very good on defense everywhere else. And
I think whoever's not being guarded by like Quinyon Mitchell and Dejean is going to be open is kind of the issue with them, right? Like that's what we've learned about the Eagles. It's like you can guard 2 people, 3.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like if they do put Dejean and Mitchell on Pickens and Lamb, one, you have to shade safeties. You have to bracket pretty much both of them.
Yeah.
And then you got Jake Ferguson.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be eaten if they don't do anything with him. Like, linebackers are good cover players, but Ferguson's been awesome this year.
Yeah. I think their offense is really coming together. I really like the value. And plus 100, I got to take that.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. My favorite this week is the Browns money line at plus 176 against the Raiders. Partly because I really want the Raiders to lose this game.
That's fair.
Also, partly because I just think they will. I mean, I
want them to, and they will.
The Browns' defensive line is going to annihilate.
Oh, dude!
Especially Myles Garrett is going to have a field day. He might have 7 sacks.
He might break the sack record this week because he's already not that far away right now.
He genuinely could, but Shedeur wasn't great last week, but I did.
He wasn't going to be though.
I saw, and in that situation, he wasn't going to be. Not to get into that discourse because it's a little ridiculous, but I saw a lot of positive signs, and at least enough to take advantage of a bad Raiders team. The Browns defense I think is certainly capable, especially up front, of shutting down the Raiders, who don't even try to run the ball. 6 rushing attempts on Monday, or for Ashton Jenny at least, he had 6 carries.
Yeah, they didn't have many carries.
Just they volunteer themselves to be one-dimensional, and I don't think you can do that against this Browns team. And I struggle to see the Raiders beating much of anybody. So the fact that somebody is plus 176 odds against them, I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
I can understand that for sure.
Yeah,
it's tough. Go though.
Yeah, I think this will be the Shedeur Sanders. He's gonna have this big revenge game because this is a team that I think the Raiders were his ideal landing spot. So it'd be funny to have that he'll have a Jack Besh over me moment. You took Jack Besh over me, or worse, Caleb Rogers over Shedeur.
Don't do that to Besh until he actually plays. Let him play a little bit, and we'll see.
Yeah,
but no, the other ones.
You could also say that about 7 of the Raiders draft picks.
This is fair. Yeah. This is fair. Just because they're let's not play them despite being terrible.
Yeah,
let's because I don't even care. The Jack Besh thing pisses me off just because I think he's a good player. But all the rookies should be playing. Just see what you have. Yeah. They can't be worse than what you're. What are you talking about?
The Raiders staff literally hates their rookies.
They have to. It's like Tyler Lockett's getting 50 snaps. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they have no confidence.
Ashton Jenny has become just a pass catching back now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what Chip Kelly's terrorist offense is turning
into. He's got terrorists. He's got a terrorist offense. You got treasonous offensive linemen. It's all terrible. They're all going to jail for a long time.
Well, maybe you don't make your son your offensive line coach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's horrible. It is the offensive line play that. You guys, that video I sent in our chat. You guys gotta watch that later. It's so bad. It is so bad. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, the only reason Brennan Carroll has managed to stay employed this long is because of who Pete Carroll is.
Yeah. I think he found a way to remove information from them. It's one thing to teach poorly. I think he removed some of the stuff that they It's kind of insane to because it's one thing to be taught poorly, but you already kind of know stuff, so maybe you just don't do the thing that's wrong. But I think he literally made them all stupid.
Those players are not that bad. Some of them are bad, but especially DJ Glaze.
He was better last year as a rookie.
Yeah.
Dylan Parham, they've actively it's like they up the difficulty for them.
I
Well,
don't know.
on the nepotism point, there was something interesting from the Monday night game they talked about. They were doing this little anecdote about the relationship between Brian Schottenheimer and Pete Carroll, and they said that Pete asked him in the interview for the Seahawks what he believes in, and apparently Brian Schottenheimer didn't have like a good answer at all. Like he admitted himself like he didn't have a good answer. But the thing they kind of glossed over is Pete Carroll still hired him.
Well, I mean, hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
His last name was Schottenheimer.
There you
So
go.
he got the job
Sometimes,
no matter
sometimes
what.
it's not. Sometimes it's that simple.
Yeah.
No, my favorite bet though. Packers -6.5 at home against the Vikings.
Love it.
Yeah.
This Vikings offense
Yeah.
stinks.
Yeah.
They're terrible. And I don't want to do the thing where it's like, he's like 6 games into starting. I'm giving up on J.J. McCarthy. He is bad right now, folks.
Yeah.
You can have the conversation all you want about, is he going to get a chance next year and what he has to work, all that stuff. That doesn't matter right now. In this moment exactly in 2025, he's cheeks. He can't throw the football unless it's like 4 feet in front of him, so he can throw it as hard as he can, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's about it. So I'm gonna take the Packers to cover, man. Like that's what's gonna like.
Yeah.
His alter ego 9 has not been.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
again. That is another
That's
thing where
just
I'm
9.
like, what are we doing?
He's just 9.
Yeah,
You haven't even played 9 games in your life in the NFL, and you're naming yourself something, dude. Anyway, Packers -6.5.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that. I have that in my parlay actually.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So locks of the week, and I hate that I'm doing this because I hate betting against this team, but I'm going Colts +3.5 at Kansas City.
If there was ever a
-120.
time.
This is more of like this is me seeing if the Colts are for real. I think the Colts have to win this one outright, but I'll take +3.5. But it's an outside game in Kansas City. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones has to show up.
Yeah, I'll be talking about that game more a little bit, but my lock. Sorry, I thought it was in my parlay. My lock this week is actually Packers -6.5.
Okay, so we got a lock in a favor.
Nice.
You better hit it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we're bad
because the J.J. McCarthy apparently is getting like the Anthony Richardson whispers already.
It's not good, man.
Not good company.
It's not
to be in.
great.
Yeah.
Because he's not 6'5" and 240 pounds.
Yeah,
It's
and he
much
can't make the
like a
incredible throws down the field, but he's just as inaccurate.
That's kind of the problem. Yeah. Oh my God. Wish him best. It also sucks that it's on the Vikings because, like, when you're bad in this offense, like that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Carson Wentz looks better than you, it's not good.
That's 9 though.
It's
That's just 9.
I've just been calling him 9 nonstop.
You should. I'm
Is he just doing that because of Justin Jefferson?
I have no idea.
Who knows, dude?
Whoever is, he should stop. Whatever the reason is, he should stop.
I think it was just like a social media person like posted
it was like some
of him going
insane
insane
in
weird.
Yeah, it was that, and then there was some interview. He was like, "When I walk in, I just call him 9 or something." And I was like, "Okay."
And then the social media person posted a video and just put 9 on it, and it was like, "All right, here we
9
go."
9 picks, more like Jesus Christ. Anyway, why don't you throw 9 touchdowns in the NFL, and then you can call yourself 9?
Yeah. I think he should just call himself JJ for right now.
Yeah.
You should have a press conference and be like, "I'm officially going back to JJ. I apologize, everyone. I'm not good right now. I need to get better." And then I can call myself 9.
9 is gone.
Yeah. 9 out.
He is. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
My lock this week, I am going with the Chiefs -3.5 against the Colts. The Colts have played 8 of their 10 games in a dome. One of the games they played outside was in September against the Titans, so that's an easy win. And the other one they played outside was in the cold. Well, kind of cold, not that cold, but they lost to the Steelers in a game that really wasn't as close as a 7-point difference says. It is going to take the rest of the season of the Chiefs being up and down for me to stop like thinking they're going to right the ship, because I still do. And
Yeah.
This bet isn't even about the Chiefs being that good. I just don't really think the Colts are for real. We saw a couple weeks ago in Pittsburgh. They kind of melted down. That was their first game outside.
Yeah.
It wasn't ideal conditions. They were playing a physical defense, and they had that game, but they didn't really seem to have the poise, I guess what I'm trying to say. And I just think Kansas City is much more ready for a game of this magnitude, because they have to win this game. They're not, if the season ended today, they're not in the playoffs, and they're not going to win the division. So they kind of have to start, they have five losses. So if they keep dropping games, they're going to quickly find themselves out of it. I think they know that. And I just think they're more ready for what could be a cold, ugly game than the Colts are.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah. I got for my luck, Patriots -7. Oh, is my mic being weird?
No, you're good.
Okay. I could hear myself. Patriots -7 at the Bengals. Jamar Chase is suspended for spitting on Jalen Ramsey, which is a whole thing that I don't even know if I want to get into right now. And the Bengals are bad. And I don't care if they're at home, and I don't care if supposedly Joe Burrow is a full participant in practice. Like you said, Casey, it doesn't matter who the Joe is at quarterback. It's not probably going to be great. And I just think the Patriots want to continue to show that they're for real, and this is a good opportunity for their offense to keep rolling, kind of keep things going here. Again, beating this team by a touchdown. I mean, the Steelers just beat them by 22. I know they were on the road trying to do that, or the Bengals were on the road, but I still think the Patriots are just much better than the Bengals. So
yeah, I like that.
I don't get the whole spitting thing. It was never a thing before this year, and now it's everywhere.
The funniest thing was Chase said he didn't, and then
he keeps denying it. It's like you play on a field with 50 cameras on you at all times. Don't deny spitting on someone.
He was like, man, I ain't spit at nobody. And then, 2 minutes later, I saw a video on Twitter of him just spitting at. And it's you can't get away with anything in the NFL. If you do anything on the field, they're gonna see it.
That's his ego, though. I'm not surprised that's how he's acting with this whole situation. Yeah. So, yeah.
Tough time in Cincinnati.
Yeah. But, hey. Oh, no. All right. Let's go ahead and get
– though.
What? I don't know.
He's a full participant, at least.
I doubt he plays this week, but who knows? In Cincinnati, they're going to get their money's worth. So if he's able to at least hollow out on the practice field, they'll throw him out there probably. All right, let's go ahead and get into our underdogs. Dalton, you already talked about this game a little bit, the Eagles and the Cowboys. I'm taking Cowboys money line at plus 144. This game scares me because the Cowboys are playing very well, and they should on paper they should just take care of business against the Eagles easily, I think. But whenever you get on the field with Philadelphia, it seems like time just slows down. It doesn't matter who you are, and they just find a way to win. So this could just be some swim out to the deep end with the Eagles, and then they just last few minutes take over. And
they pull teams in the mud with them right now. They're just hey, we're not good on offense, but you're not going to be either. We're just going to trudge this one out together and see what happens.
Yeah, that's why I think this is going to be a toss-up, and I just think Dallas, like you said, Dalton, the wide receivers, for Dallas are going crazy right now. So I'm going to take Dallas money line.
I like it. So I'm also picking a game that we've kind of talked about a little bit already. I'm taking Colts money line at plus 154 against the Chiefs. I know it's in Kansas City and it's cold. Chiefs have to win, but one thing that we've learned for sure about the Chiefs over the last couple weeks is they cannot stop the run.
Yeah.
They just cannot at all. And the Colts are pretty good at running the ball for those.
Yeah. You ever heard of that Jonathan Taylor guy before?
Yeah. And
pretty good.
They also just so happen to have an offensive line loaded with Pro Bowlers. That kind of helps too. They have a quarterback that can also run the ball deceivingly well.
Yeah.
They have a tight end that can line up at quarterback and run the ball.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
Yeah, I just think that this is a very, very winnable game for the Colts, and I think they're going to kind of dominate on the ground.
Yeah, I like that. If the Colts come to play, I think they can definitely run away with that game.
Yeah.
My underdog is going to be – I'm actually going against the grain, and I'm going with the Vikings at plus 240.
Ooh, 9 makes
betting
his
on 9.
Yes.
That's just 9.
I don't – as bad as the Vikings offense has been, and it's been bad, they don't really get blown out. Like, they stay in games. They got blown out to the Chargers like a month ago, I think. But other than that, they haven't gotten blown out in any of their games. And they've been ugly games for sure. But they find a way to keep them close. And the Packers, I'm just not that confident in. I mean, ever since they had that win against the Steelers where they looked really good. But since then, they lost to the Panthers at home and lost to the Eagles at home. And they beat the Giants in a game that didn't really convince me of much. I don't think the Packers are that great, and it's a divisional game. It can get weird, but the Vikings play strong defense, and they find a way to stay in games, even though JJ McCarthy is throwing like 3 picks every game.
Yeah.
So at all that considered, with the odds at 240, I'm going to roll with it. This very well could backfire, and McCarthy could continue to play bad, and the Packers could run away with it at home. But I don't know. It's just like a vibes pick. The Vikings just play every game close for some reason. So against the Packers team that has not been getting it done in close games the last few weeks, except for the Giants last week. I just think it's pretty good value.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My pick was more just kind of vibes, and like I think it'd be kind of funny. And I'm always hesitant to bet on this game every week because I feel like anything can happen. But give me Texans money line at home against the Buffalo Bills.
I like it.
I think on Thursday nights, right, like anything is kind of possible. And the Bills defense is straight up bad. Like they're capable of giving up points to anyone. And the Texans are starting to roll a little bit, even with the injury to Stroud. Like I think that's definitely Davis Mills season, of course, saving the season. Next up, yeah, he'll somehow be the Steelers quarterback next year. Anyway, I think that they can really give them a run for their money. Like the Bills are kind of one of those teams this year where it feels like they can beat anyone but also lose to anyone because of the like kind of weird Jekyll and Hyde act they do with their offense and defense. And obviously Josh Allen was phenomenal last week despite some early turnovers and stuff. But I just think that this team can lose to anyone, and especially a Texans team that's kind of surging right now. Yeah. I think they have a chance to take them down. So I have that at plus 235.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if playing quarterback when you have the best defense in the league.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead. I didn't forget our parlays this time. Let's get our parlays for the NFL. Obviously, I just have my 3 picks here. I have
3 picks.
For 50.5 in the Bengals Patriots, Colts plus 3.5 at Kansas City, and the Dallas money line in Dallas against Philadelphia. All 3 of those together is at plus 773. So nothing crazy.
Nice. But... All right, for my parlay this week, I'm going overs. So I'm taking over 40.5 in the Packers-Vikings game. I think the Packers should be able to do some damage on Minnesota. I think JJ McCarthy is going to give them some short fields. But also, Justin Jefferson is going to get open for some long touchdowns against this Packers secondary that has struggled a lot this year. So I think, 40.5 is just extremely low. I mean, if both teams get to 20, that hits. I think
yeah,
that'll be fine. And then another really low one, I'm taking Falcons Saints over 39.5. This just feels a little low. I think the Falcons offense is going to be different, not necessarily worse with Kirk Cousins at quarterback. I think he might, this late in the season, lot of time to rest, more fully recovered from his injury a couple years ago. I think he might actually look decent this week. We'll see. And also I think Tyler Shotgun's at least got the Saints offense looking competent. I think that'll hit easily. And then I got Seahawks Titans over 40.5. Because I just think the Seahawks might get this themselves with how badly they're probably going to beat Tennessee. And then I think Cam Ward will get enough junk time points to get it there. So it'll be like a 31-14 game.
I like the thought process for all that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about Kirk, man, because like every time I've seen him, it's just not good. But there's a chance that changes.
Yeah. Those parlays.
Sometimes it just. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I was just gonna say sometimes with that Achilles, I think it just takes a while, but it's also you run the risk of them just never being good again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I see the optimism there. I like that parlay.
Yeah.
I had the 3 bets I named earlier, and then I also took the Patriots -7 against the Bengals. Bengals not in a great spot. I did take the Panthers +7 against the 49ers. I just think I don't think they'll win, but I think they can keep it within a touchdown. And then the last one I had was I took the Steelers money line at +122 against the Bears. I just think I don't know. This just feels like a game the Steelers win so they can finish with 10 wins. And the Bears have been on an incredible run. I mean, they've won 7 of 8, but all those wins have been kind of close. I don't think it's fluky, but I do think whether it's Rodgers or Rudolph, I think they're pretty much the same at this point. I just think the Steelers will. It just feels like a game Mike Tomlin wins. But those. Oh, 1 second. So those 6 come out to plus 14,936 odds.
Nice.
So
Hefty.
I always have these crazy odds in here and they never hit. But
well, I mean that's kind of when it does.
$5 would turn into 746.
There you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Something healthy.
Yeah, something healthy. So I have my picks from earlier. Obviously, Patriots -7, Texans money line, and Packers -6.5. And then I also have the Panthers +7. Jake, I think they have a chance in this game, but I do think that they're at least going to play them pretty close. And then I do have this is my favorite one, not my favorite bet, but my favorite of this parlay. Under 36.5 in the Browns and Raiders. This one, folks, might be a 3-3 tie. That's all I'm going to say. We might be getting one of those games.
It's going to be a repeat of that, like Vikings Raiders. Like
dude, I don't even want to think about that one. Holy shit! No, that game might break records for not being good. That's all I'm going to say. Like that, it's kind of what we're trending toward. Because if Shedeur looks anything like he did against the Ravens, now I'm expecting him to be better. He's going to get more reps, all that stuff. But if he looks anything like that, they might not score at all, and if they do, it's probably on defense, and the Raiders are going to be trying to do stuff, and it's not going to work. It's just going to be a whole thing. So I'll take under 36.5 there. Those 5 together at plus 4,206.
Nice. Yeah, there's always a bet on any game where it's like no touchdown scored, but it's always like plus $1 million odds. Take it. Put $1 on it.
Oh yeah, this week might want to do it.
Yeah.
All right. It might not be. I mean, holy shit, this game is so bad.
Yeah,
this is going to be the game where Shedeur gets a lot of hype. I have a feeling.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna do well against a terrible Raiders defense.
Yeah,
we'll see.
You hope so for me.
Yeah.
This team almost lost to Deshaun Watson last year.
They're
bad.
Yeah, especially if Caillou is still playing at corner.
Oh my god!
I'm not pronouncing it correctly anymore. I'm not
You're
pronouncing
getting it to the point where you're calling it the old TV show with the bald kid. Now you're calling it Caillou's out there at corner. He's getting murked. Oh my god! Get him out of there.
It might as well
Caillou Blue Kelly.
Yeah.
God.
But all right, we appreciate
it. Might as well be me out there. I'll go.
All right, Raiders fans, anything else before we end the episode?
No.
The Raiders.
No.
Okay. All right, we appreciate everyone watching tonight. We will have another touchdown parlay. Jamar Chase, obviously, I said he was too obvious to score last week. Shouldn't have taken it.
AJ Barner caught 9 freaking passes, didn't score. So that's a whole.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? Get
Every
out of
time
here.
he got the ball, it was like, no.
Yeah.
But we'll have another one for you guys. We do appreciate you tuning into those. We'll have 4 guys this week, obviously, for the parlay. So the odds will be a little bit juicier. But we will be back next week, 9:30. We'll have a lot of rivalry games in college football for this week. So I'm sure we'll be hitting on a ton of those. Then we'll be hitting into the later half or the later third of the NFL season as well. But we will see you guys